Good morning, sixth grade.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, only two people greeted me. Okay, I see how it goes. But good morning, Angelina and Esther. Good morning and good morning, Chris. Good morning to the following students that decided to show up today. Good morning to Angelina, to Esther, to Amanda, to Nazir, to Christian, Ulysses, to Aiden B. Good morning to Alyssa, Blessing, Carlos, Daniel. Good morning, DeMarcus. Good morning, Jameer. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning, Jency. Good morning, Juan. Make sure your cameras are on or you're not getting credit. Good morning, Alexander. Good morning to Jency. Good morning to Kira. Good morning to Kimura. Good morning to Melanie. Good morning to Nazir C. Good morning to Sada E, Sergio, Ulysses, Yair, Zachariah, and Demi. Good morning to the 26 of you. Just a reminder, please turn those cameras on or you will not earn credit for today. Today it is Thursday, June 18th of 2020. I'm going to be sharing my screen, but before I do that, just want to go over that if anyone is caught writing on my screen, I can figure out who you are. There's going to be a consequence. So please just listen and write. Let's do this. We got this. We're almost done for the year. Let's finish strong. We start strong, we finish strong. Let's do this. All right, my first reader, you know who you are. Get to work. Go, Angelina.
Today's scholars will review how to solve multi-step problems involving addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of integers, and rational numbers, and apply to real-world situations. This is the beginning of 7th grade math. Please refer to the chart below to assist you to become familiar with the rules.
All right, we already know the idea. So Angelina, you're gonna just finish reading the integer rules, followed by Christian Ulysses. Go ahead. Make the corrections now on your paper.
Addition. Like signs, use common signs. -4 plus -6 equals -10. Different signs, subtract and use signs of higher number. 5 plus -2 equals 3. Subtraction. Rewrite by adding the opposite, then follow the rules for addition. -5 minus +3 equals -5 plus -3 equals -8. Multiplication. Plus times plus equals plus. Minus times minus equals plus. Plus times minus equals minus. Minus times plus equals minus. Plus divided by plus equals plus. Minus divided by minus equals plus. Plus divided by minus equals minus. Minus divided by plus equals minus.
All right, so please make sure you make the corrections that are seen here in the red square with the yellow negative mark. Just remember, same signs, you keep the sign and add, different signs, you subtract and keep the sign of the higher number. Every subtraction sentence gets turned into an addition sentence by the additive inverse, the KCC method. And when you're multiplying and dividing, when the signs are the same, it's positive. When you're multiplying and dividing, the rules are the same again. So, when the signs are different, it is negative. We're going to move on now to the first problem. I already assigned you who's reading, so if you're not sure, go in the box. I need to see cameras, though. I need to see faces in order for this to happen. Go ahead, Christian Ulysses. Unmute yourself, darling. And you're going to take away the first problem that you see for us, please.
All right. 1/2 times 2/3 times 3/4 equal.
All right, Chris. So we're multiplying fractions. So when we're multiplying fractions, what do we do with the numerators?
We multiply.
Huh?
Yeah, we multiply the numerator.
Yeah, what are the numerators?
2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, and 4 are numerators? The numerators are the top numbers, right?
1, 2, and 3.
Great. What is 1 times 2 times 3, Chris?
1 times 2 times 3. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 3 equals 6.
Okay, so the numerator would be 6. We're not done yet, Chris, so don't go anywhere. Okay, let's do the next part. Now we're going to multiply the, what's the bottom number of a fraction called?
Denominators.
Okay, so please write this. We're going to multiply the denominators. Okay, what are the denominators in this problem?
The denominators are 2, 3, and 4.
When you multiply 2 times 3 times 4, where do you arrive at, kiddo?
I get 24.
Good, because 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 4 is 24. Now we have to write this as a fraction. Remember, the word rational number has a ratio, and a ratio is written as a fraction, folks. So let's go change this now to red. So now the final answer, because it doesn't ask you to simplify, would be 6 is my numerator over, it's not going to let me, so I'm going to have to do it old school, 6/24. Now, if it asks you to simplify, Chris, if you have to simplify, that means reduce. If you were asked to simplify, that means reduce, right? That means lowest terms. I'm going to figure out what number can I divide 6 and 24 by finding the greatest common factor. Yeah?
By 3.
Good. 3. So if you divide, well, there's a bigger number. Let's look. List all the factors of 6. What are they? 1?
Oh, yeah, 6.
Right. 1, 2, 3, and 6. And let's list all the factors of 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. So what number do they share in common?
6.
Yep. So you're going to divide the top and bottom by 6. So if you divide 6 by 6, because that's the GCF, what do you get?
You get 1 over 4.
1 over 4, because 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 24 divided by 6 gives me 4. So 1/4 is the simplified answer. So we're just going to write a little text box over here, and then we're going to write these notes down. So the answer is actually 6 over 24 when we simplify 6 over 24, the new fraction is 1 over 4 because 6 is the greatest common factor, which is the GCF. So again, when you have fractions, they are always going to be written with a numerator and denominator. They are called rational numbers that we've been dealing with. We multiply the numerators, then we multiply the denominators. It didn't ask for you to simplify, but we did that by finding the GCF, and Chris Danielise found it perfectly. She took the greatest number that they share, which was 6 and 6, and she divided the numerator by 6, which is the top, so 6 divided by 6 gave her 1, and 24 divided by 6 gave her 4. So the simplified reduced fraction of 6/24 is 1/4, which also means that they are equivalent, because equivalent means the same thing. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to take it away. In 5, there are 28 folks on. In 4, 3, 2, and you had enough time, I think. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. Let me go. Who was the third one to read? Let's see who that is. I need to see a camera. So Aiden Burnell would be next. I need to see faces or I can't unmute you. I don't know where you are, Aiden Burnell. There he is. Look at that, Aiden. Aiden, unmute yourself, bud. All right. Aiden, can you read problem 2 on the board for me, please? Gotta turn your mic on, Aiden. Go ahead, Aiden.
Okay, that's much better. I can hear now. It said my internet was unstable, and then it just.
It's okay. Can you read? It's okay. At least you're here. Can you read the problem for me?
What is -6, 9/16 written as a decimal? Hint: divide the fraction to find the decimal.
So Aiden, you're gonna take your calculator out and you're gonna divide 9 by 16. And tell me what you get.
So 9 by 16?
9 divided by 16, yes. Tell me what you get.
Okay, 9 divided by 16. 0.5625.
Okay, now Aiden, the whole number is -6. So what would be the answer to this question? Let's think about this. You can do this. I believe in you. Look, check this out. So we have -6, and we add the decimal. -6 point. What's the decimal you just said? 5. What?
5.625.
Yeah. Is decimal.
Oh, you put the 2 times.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is the decimal form 4 -6 is the decimal form. We'll just make that. So Aiden, what answer should we now select on the paper? A, B, C.
Wait a minute.
We did this yesterday.
Can I say something?
Is it about
I
problem 2?
looked at the question and it's already a circled right answer.
Well, which one do we circle, Aiden? A, B, C, or D?
It said B. It shows B.
Good job, Aiden.
I
Excellent.
didn't even circle this.
Okay, so B is the answer, folks. Please write that.
What?
Come on, Aiden, we're gonna have to move on, okay? You did an awesome job. So again, when you have a fraction, you just convert it to a decimal. Stop it. You convert it to a decimal.
It's a sign.
Thanks, Demi. Let me see who this next person is. Same question as yesterday, yes. Next person to come off mute is going to be Mr. Sergio. So I need to see your face in order for you to get your credit. Oh, he's already off. Perfect. All right, we're going to move on in 3, in 2. It's pretty simple notes to write today for this one. And 1. You guys are doing awesome. All right, Mr. Sergio. You're going to read us problem 3. Go ahead, Serge. What do you got? Sergio, go ahead. Read the problem on the board, hon. Sergio, turn your mic on. I see you're talking, but I don't hear anything. All right, it's not working for you, bud. I don't know why. Who's the next one to go? Let's see who was next. Who did I assign next? Jasmine, where are you at? Sergio, you got to turn your mic on. We see you talking, but we don't hear you, bud. Jasmine Lopez. I don't see you, Jasmine Lopez. There you are. Okay, Jasmine. Since Sergio's having technical difficulties, can you read problem 3? You were supposed to do 4, but can you do number 3 for us?
Okay. Mr. Rez went 5.65 feet below the surface of the ocean and then 19.5 feet further down. He then rose 14.35 feet. What is Mr. Rez's new depth?
All right. What is his new depth? So Jasmine, help us out. If we have 5.65 feet below, is that positive or negative?
Negative.
Okay, please write these notes down. So we're going to negative, and we're going to put this in parentheses, negative 5.65. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's do the next sentence. What does the next sentence say, kiddo?
19.5.
19.5 feet farther down. Is that positive or negative?
Negative.
Good. So then we're going to write negative 19.5. Oops. I just want to put this on one line for you to write. Let's see if that, okay, there we go. Now we're almost done. I'm going to put another box over here. I'm going to do this one in pink. Now it says you rose 14.35 feet. What kind of, oh, stop it. Ooh, what kind of integer is that? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Good. So this is positive. Now we're going to create a number sentence to show this problem, yeah? So let's do that. Let's physically show what this is going to look like. And let's use purple. All right. Number sentence. So Jasmine, what are we going to do with these numbers? Add or subtract them?
We're going to add them.
Excellent job. So we're going to add them up. So we're going to put all the negatives in a parentheses so you don't get confused. She says we are adding to find the new depth that he's located at. We did a problem like this yesterday, but it had me in it, if you recall.
Yeah.
So it's the same concept. All right. Now, let's see what's going on here. All right. Now let's look at this, Jasmine. We're going to take care of the negatives first. It just makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So when the signs are the same, what do?
We add.
Right. We add and keep the sign. So technically, right now, step one is we're going to add the negatives to get that distance or that depth. So 0.50 is the same as, 0.5 is the same as 0.50. So Jasmine, can you tell me what negative 5, what's 5.65 plus 19.5 equivalent to or equal to? Negative what? You're going to add them up. You guys are going to add up where my cursor is. But don't type it in the chat because it's too difficult for me to look at the chat. What do you got, Jazz? What'd you get?
Add
Yeah, what'd you get?
negative 23 point. Oh, it's 25.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
that's okay.
Negative 25.15.
Okay, now we're going to take the negative 25.15 and we're going to add 14.35. So now we got negative, this is where it's confusing, 0.15 plus 14.35. Now, what do you notice about this? The sign's the same or different, Jazz?
Different.
Okay, so when they're different, we add or subtract.
We subtract and we stay with the higher number.
Yes, good girl. All right, subtract. So we know that it's going to be a negative, and we're going to take 25.15 minus 14.35, because this is all calculator work now in 7th grade. So what is 25.15 minus 14.35 equal to? Negative what?
Oh, we're adding.
We're subtracting, right? Because the signs are different. You just said it. You said when the signs are different, you subtract and keep the sign of the higher number.
Negative 10.80.
Okay, feet below. So now we're going to write a number sentence to show this over here, to show the final answer, to prove that we understand what we're doing. So we're going to write answer, Mr. Rez's new depth is negative 10.80 feet below, below sea level. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 8 lines to write. So again, we know that below is a negative integer. We know that farther down represents negative. And we know that when you rise, you go up. So as Jasmine said, you have to add up the numbers. We chunked it out and added the negatives first. When the signs are the same, you keep the sign and add. When the signs are different, you keep the sign of the higher number and subtract. And that is how we arrived at negative 10.80 feet below sea level. I'm going to see who's the next person. I'm going to give you another minute to write. We're at question 5 now. Okay. Let me just make sure everyone is okay because I still see some people still writing. The fact that we don't have cameras on is a problem, so I suggest you turn them on. Sergio, we're going to try you again. Unmute yourself, kiddo. I'm going to try again. Sergio, we still can't hear you. Turn your mic up. Put your mic on. Your volume is off. Huh?
On.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. All right, Sergio, you're going to read this problem, number 4. Go ahead. Read what it says.
In class, Matthew stated, I think that a negative is like an opposite. That is why multiplying a negative times a negative equals a positive. The opposite of negative is a positive. So it is like multiplying the opposite of a negative twice, which is 2 positives. Do you agree or disagree with his reasoning? What would you say in response to him?
Let's look at this. Matthew said that a negative is like an opposite. That is why multiplying a negative times a negative equals a positive. The opposite of a negative is a positive. So it's like multiplying the opposite of a negative twice, which is 2 positives. Do you agree or disagree with this reasoning? What do you think? We'll have someone come up to have a debate with you. Let me see where that person is. Esther.
Yes.
Okay, Esther, what do you think? You and Sergio, you guys agree or disagree with what Matthew said? What do you guys think? For this one.
I agree.
I can't hear you.
He says he agrees. What do you say? Huh? What do you think, Esther? One person agrees? That doesn't convince me yet. Huh?
Actually, I'm not really sure.
All right, let's look at it. I think a negative is like an opposite. So the opposite of a negative is a positive. Well, that's true though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is why when you multiply a negative times a negative, it equals a positive. So do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
Do you agree that the opposite of a negative is a positive? That's true, right?
Mhm.
So it's like you're multiplying the opposite of a negative twice, which is 2 positives. The opposite of a negative is a positive 2 times to get 2 positives. A negative times a negative is a positive, yes? So do you agree or disagree with Matthew's reasoning?
Yeah.
So you agree, why? Why do you guys agree? Why do you agree? Somebody. Because a negative times a negative.
Yeah. Okay. A negative times a negative is a positive, and the opposite of negative is also positives. So like for example,
Keep going.
so for example, let me see. Multiplying a negative times a negative. So negative 6 times negative 6 equals positive 36. While so it's like multiplying the
opposite of a negative twice. Okay, this is is positive 36. So, the opposite of negative twice. So, 6 times 6 is also 36. And
Go ahead.
negative 6 opposite is 6. Okay, that's it. The opposite of negative 6 is 6.
Something like that. Teamwork, Sergio and Esther. We're almost done. We have problem 5 and problem 6 to do. Esther, you're going to do problem 6.
Okay.
I'm going to call on, as you write that down, I'm just going to go see what's going on in my chat box. I'm so happy that everyone's focused. That's great. I'm going to probably call another person now. Ulysses, you're going to do the next problem. Unmute yourself, young man. Give me a moment. I'm going to let everyone write this down. So I agree with Matthew's reasoning we came up with. The two students said, because a negative times a negative will always be a positive. And the opposite of a negative will always be a positive. Therefore, negative 6 times negative 6 is positive 36. So 6 times 6 is 36. And the opposite of negative 6 is 6, children. Don't erase it, please. I'm still writing. All right, I'm going to give you another 10 seconds. 10.
1 second. What?
Take a screenshot.
No, just give me 20 more seconds.
Who is that, Kira? Kira, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Kira, I'm going to send it to you in the messenger. How's that? Miss Kira?
Yes.
I'm going to send it to you and your sister. So you have. Yeah?
Yes.
Here.
Can you write it in the chat?
Got it. I sent it to you in Messenger, Kira and Kamor. Can I erase it now, guys?
No.
Demi, I'm going to send it to you in Messenger.
I can send a screenshot to you guys if I can.
Yeah, I did
You
that.
just somebody write it in the chat and that's it.
Take a picture of it.
That's what I did, so I can just send it to you guys. Here. There you go, Demi. I sent you it in your chat. Okay, because I want to kind of move on. I don't want to keep it up for too long. Who just wrote me a message in here? I'm done. Okay, even better. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, Ulysses, number 5, page 4. Ulysses.
A submarine is 50 meters below sea level. It goes up 15 meters, then goes down 40 meters. What is the submarine new position relative to sea level?
Okay, so Ulysses, I'm going to need some of your help here. So we're going to figure out what this information is going to equal in terms of 0, because remember, 0 is sea level. So if we have 50 meters below Ulysses, what kind of integer is that? Positive or negative, sir?
Negative.
Good. Let's write that down. So we're going to write negative 50. Okay, first we're just going to write all of them into integer form. Now we got 15 meters up. What kind of integer is that?
Positive.
Excellent job. Positive. So that's going to just be 50. Now, it says it goes down 40 meters. 40 meters down is what kind of integer?
Negative.
Excellent job. Negative 40. Now, all we did was take the word problem and put the key words into a math. That's all we did here. Now we're going to actually create the mathematical sentence with Ulysses' assistance. So Ulysses, the number sentence. What is that going to look like? What am I going to do with all these numbers? Am I going to add or subtract them?
Add them.
Good job. It says you have to use the number line, but we don't really have to just for time. You can if you want, but it's not required right now.
In front of the 15, you put a 50.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for catching that. See, someone was observant this
Oh,
morning.
no. At the front, at the top, where it says, yeah, that.
Oh, right. All right, let me just fix, okay, let me see if I can go and correct. This should not be that. This actually, thank you, Esther. This should say 15. Okay, now let me go back. Thank you. Let me go back and finish. All right. So the number sentence should be -50 plus 15 plus, I think I did it right now, yeah? Okay. Now, Ulysses, sorry about that. Let's actually do the math now. So Ulysses, do you want to start with the negatives or you want to start with the positives?
With the negative.
You want to do the two negatives first?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so talk to me. What's that going to look like? Help me out.
It's gonna look like -50 plus -40.
And what is that? What do we do? Are the signs the same or different?
Same.
When they're the same signs, what do we do?
Add.
Add them up. Negative what? 40 plus 50.
-90.
Good, -90. Next color. I'm going to do one more part, kid. You're doing awesome, Mr. Ulysses. All right. Now we got -90, and we have to add what number?
15.
Okay. What do we do now? Talk to me about signs. Same or different?
Different, so we have to subtract.
Different signs means we subtract, and what do we do? Keep the higher.
Keep the higher sign.
Yep. So now it's going to be negative. What's 90 minus 15, kiddo?
-75.
So now we're going to write answer.
B.
The submarine's new position relative to sea level is -75 meters. And that is going to be B, as in boy. So that would be your answer. Are there any questions on how Ulysses got this answer, folks? Okay, take the next 20 seconds to write this down. $20, 19, 18.
The answer says the submarine news position relative to sea level is
-75 meters.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we're moving on in 5, in 4.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, Chris, I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to send it to you, okay?
All right.
All right. I'm going to send it to you in chat, okay? Chris Danielise? Chris?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, sweetie? I'm going to text you that picture now on the chat messenger. Okay. Anyone else need it? Now's your time to tell me. Okay, Chris, it says it's sending to you. Oh, you got it twice. All right, Chris? All right. Let's see what we got. Moving on. Okay, we're gonna do the last problem here. Number 6. Who's this? Esther, read this one because then Kira and Kamora are gonna do the exit ticket problems. Or
3 brothers each have their own savings. They borrow $72 from their parents for concert tickets. Each brother must pay back an equal share of this amount. So underline that. Also, the youngest brother owes his parents $15. So by how much will the youngest brother's savings change after he pays his parents?
walk me through what we're gonna do. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna write what you say. Go. What do we do?
They borrow $72, which is negative. So borrow $72 negative. So negative $72.
Okay. Keep going.
And then for each brother must pay back an equal share of his amount. So we should maybe we should divide 72 divided by 3.
Why?
Because each of them must pay back an equal share.
Each, okay, so each pay, let me just write these notes down. Each pay an equal share. So then she says you divide 72 divided by 3, which is how much money?
Where's my calculator? Okay.
Doing really good. This one's a challenge. So I don't.
So it's 24. So
24 times 3 is
$24.
Wait, say that again.
Each of them will pay $24.
So each brother, okay, wait, let me write that down. Each brother will pay, okay. Keep going.
So for the youngest brother, we need to add 24. He owes, the 15 he owes 15 is negative.
The youngest, I'm sorry, say that again. The youngest brother what?
The youngest brother owes negative $15, which is negative.
Owes how much money?
$15.
Owes negative 15. Who does he owe that money to?
His parents.
Okay. Now what? What do I do with this 24 and this negative 15? What do we do now?
So we add the negative 24 plus negative 15, which gives us.
Okay. So let's write this down. Now the answer. You said we're going to add the what?
We're going to add negative 24 plus negative 15.
Where are you getting the negative 24 from?
The 24 is from the money he's going to pay that he already owes his parents from the concert tickets.
Okay, but then it's asking how much money will they save? How much money will the youngest brother save, change? Okay, I got you. So negative $24 and what?
Plus negative 15.
Okay. Plus 15 is how much money?
It's negative 39.
So now, how do we make this into a full sentence?
So wait.
By how much? So we're going to write the youngest. We're going to restate the question. The youngest, like an ELA class. The youngest brother savings. Help me out.
Savings will change by negative $39 after he pays his parents.
By negative $39 after he pays his parents. Beautifully done. I mean, I couldn't have asked it for it to be better. Kira and Kamora, you guys are going to be up next for the exit ticket, so you're on deck. That was beautifully done. We just have 2 problems left. The extension, you're going to try that on your own. So page 6, you're going to try on your own. Okay, you can. Page 6 is on your own. Okay, Nazir, stop writing in the chat right now. Thank you, and pay attention. Okay, I'm erasing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you missed it, you can go back to the video I'm going to post after this class and get what you missed. So just want to clarify that the next page, I'm going to write on it, and you're going to write what I write. So on this page, you are expected to do this on your own. So this is alone, not modeled in the class, because it is extra credit. EC is extra credit. Here, we're moving on in 3. Oh, you tried it. Okay. Let's move on to the last 2. Who's this, Kira or Kimura?
Kira.
Okay, Kira, you're going to do number 1. It was number 1 on the packet that Chris Danielise did. Go ahead. Tell us what to do here when you multiply. Go ahead. Read it, please.
What is the product of 1 over 5 times 4 over 7 times 5 over 9?
What operation is product? Kira.
Multiplication.
Good. By the way, you look really cute today.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to multiply the numerators. What are my numerators? They're the top numbers. Huh?
5, 7, and 9.
Those are the denominators. I want the numerators, the top numbers.
1.5.
1, 4, and 5. Oh, help me out. Multiply these numbers for me. What's 1 times 4?
4.
And 4 times 5?
20.
So 20. I want you to write this down are the numerators. Now, what are my denominators? Which are the bottom numbers of the fraction?
5, 7, and 9.
Okay. So now we're going to multiply 5 times 7 times 9. When you multiply 5 times 7, Kira, what do you get?
35.
What's 35 times 9?
Wait, what's it?
35 times 9. If you need help, look on the screen.
It's 315.
All right, so which fraction is the correct answer to number 1? We have 20 over 35. What should you arrive at?
A.
That's it. Yes. Perfect. See how easy that was? That wasn't bad, right? All right, let's look at number B. Where's your sister at? She's going next. Let's go find Kira.
Excuse me, Miss Kalila.
Yeah.
Send me a picture for page 5.
I did, sweetie.
No, for page 5, the one that, problem 6.
Oh, you need that page too, sweetie? The one that Esther did?
Yeah, the one of the 3 brothers, and they have their own savings, and they own.
Got you. I sent it already. You're good.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie. All right. Where is Kimura? Is she on here still? I don't see Kimura. So hold on. Let me hit stop. Let me see where Kimura is, because it's kind of hard on that. Where are you, Kimura? Oh, there you are. Kimura, unmute yourself. I'm going to share the screen for you to do number 2, all right? All right. Go ahead, Kimura.
3 minus 7 plus negative 10 is negative 14.
Good girl. How'd you get that so quick?
Because I did it when we was
Can
doing
you,
that.
can you walk us through what you did, though? I love it. What'd you do?
Negative 14.
So you change it to 3, like I want you to walk us through 3 plus, good job. 3 plus -7, she said, right? Plus, then you said -10, right? I want everyone to write this down. -10 equals how much again?
-14.
Would walk us through B, applying the rules that we were just been working with. You got this. Let's go. You're doing awesome. What do we do here? Tell me the conversion. How do we convert?
The answer for B is 20.
Right. So it's 10. I'm impressed. So 10 minus -10, right? Keep change, change. Now becomes 10 plus 10 with keep change, change is equal to 20. Excellent. Go try letter C for us. You're doing awesome.
6.
Man, you're awesome. 3 plus 7. I mean, -7. Then she said, which is -4 minus 10. Oops. Which then converts to -4 plus 10, which is equal to 6. Okay, tell us what you do for D, and then we'll pick an answer.
D is 0.
How? How'd you get it? What'd you do? What'd you do?
Well, it says -10. So first it says -10, and it says 3 plus 7.
So you did.
And 10, 3 plus 7 is 10. So it's just 10 minus 10.
Awesome. Okay, good. Now, which expression has the greatest value? Is it A, B, C, or D?
It's B.
Why?
Because positive is greater than negative, because negative gets farther away from 0. And 20 is the highest number from positive.
My goodness, I'm so impressed with you right now. You gave a beautiful explanation. So excellent job, Kimura. Thank you for participating. I loved it. It was great. Okay, take the next 10 seconds to write these 4 colors down on your exit ticket. So that means when the exit ticket gets posted today, there should be no issues. Everyone should receive at least 100.
Okay.
Not be difficult. You should all get a 100. All right, we're going to take it away in 3.
Mr. Lucas doesn't come. Just one
In
does.
2. I'm actually going to be calling Miss Wong because she told me to give her a call when I finished. In 1. In 0, I'm going to hit stop the share. Excellent job. Make sure the work is submitted by tomorrow. 5 o'clock is the deadline. I'm not accepting work past 5 o'clock tomorrow. Please make sure if you're missing work,
Put it back real quick.
hold on. Please make sure if you're missing work that you submit it.